there, and welcome to the stream. This is your neighborhood old bat. How y'all doing today? Okay, baby. Have a good sleep.
Okay. See you later. Hi, people out there in computer land.
Yeah, I've been offline for a couple days, and let me explain. It's going to take a minute, so I hope you're buckled in. Hey, Deviant. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Oh, hey there, Crab Life. How you doing, hon? Well, let me explain. All right. Now, unbeknownst to me, my cable company was absorbed by Spectrum. All right, and Spectrum had cut off my cable because my cable company no longer exists. And I had to go down to the cable company and go and get this whole mess straightened out. They didn't know where my money went. They did not know how I'd been getting internet for so long. Well, I went down there to fix it, and it took almost, hey, Pagan Mama, it took almost 5 hours to straighten it out. And then I had to go and because I couldn't, they gave us the equipment and go and basically said, go get him, Tiger. Thank you, Chicken Tender. That's basically what they did. They handed us all the equipment and said, go get him, Tiger. Well, we hooked up all the equipment expecting to have be able to hook it up. Well, everything was configured wrong. Well, tell Slime I said hi too. Hey, Marquis de Sadie, how you doing? Hey, Blue, how you doing, my friend? Anyhow, I went back this morning. They sent out a guy to fix our wires, and now we've got internet again. Yay me. So, and I'm getting my big computer back, so I won't be on the crapper top anymore, and I'll be a lot better prepared. So I'm very happy about that. So let's get started. Now that that little melodrama is over. One said I didn't pay my bill. It was that this has just been a clusterfuck. So let's get started. Queen Shanny appears to be live. Let's see if I can get in on some of that live action. Okay, that's loading. Let's find something else while we are waiting for that. We'll go to let's see, we'll go to Todd Malicote. Todd Malicote is the purveyor of all things Von Helton. So let's give it up, give a like, share, and subscribe to Todd Malicote. It is your terrible host. I didn't share it.
You with useless information that's supposed to drive your imagination. And that's exactly what we're going to do, because this morning
Good Lord, you look rough this morning. What the hell, dude? You need a bath, a fresh shirt, and some fresh pants, I'm guessing. Some underwear that doesn't, you aren't going to be able to peel off of you and stick to the uh, fucking wall there. I mean, good Lord, dude. Do you have to look like you crawled out of a fucking dumpster every mother blessed day? Every mother blessed day, you look like you crawled up out of a freaking dumpster.
We are once again addressing an old topic that is near and dear to my heart, something that I have constantly been harping about since 2009 when I first proposed it. And we'll get into that in a minute. But first of all, the article. It's from the Economic Times this morning.
Tender forever.
And China has now done with a 21-day underwater connection, high-speed connection from the, I'm going to butcher this, Zhangzhou to the Chinese railway. So anyway, the point is 21 days deep underground, actually under the China Sea, but deep underground and high-speed rail. And the last 21 days, they were under their. They had to fix some cutters. They said there was some cutters that, they got that giant boring machine, and they had to fix some of the cutters, and got that done. And 21 days, and got it done. But yeah, the giant boring machine and. Have connected another province, I guess it is, to the Chinese high-speed rail, and I applaud the Chinese for having yet another access to the high-speed rail system. But like I said, for me, it's very disheartening because even my haters have to admit that back in 2009. I went to Washington, D.C.
You did not.
And proposed high-speed rail back then. And was basically run out of.
To who? Who did you propose this to? Did you go in front of Congress? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it, you refugee from a garbage pile. Oh my God. You are delusional. Now, I've been to Washington, D.C. And I tell you, I have never been more gobsmacked in my entire life as to look at the monuments and all that stuff. And I tell you, I was in awe. Maybe it's just I'm a small town girl, but I was in awe. I took a lot of pictures and I seen a lot of things. I took a little mini vacay before I come home when I was in training. And I spent 4 days in DC. Had fun. This was several years ago. And I can't tell you, I can't put into words how impressed I was. I can't put into words how impressed I was.
Out of DC. Oh, we don't have the money. Oh, you got the money. You got the money for Ukraine. You got the money for Israel, but
Hey,
you ain't
Corey,
got the
how
money
you
for your
doing,
own
my
damn
friend?
people. Folks, our train system here in the United States is 1950s era diesels. You say, well, Mom, we've got Amtrak. Yeah, you got Amtrak, but first of all, it's limited. But even Amtrak's 1970. It's all our train system is horribly old. We need a modern maglev style high speed rail in this country. America should have been first with high speed rail, not last. We're the only country, we're the only industrialized country. Let me correct myself.
Let
We're the
that
only
go.
industrialized country on the earth that does not have high speed rail. France has high speed rail, China has high speed rail, Japan has high speed rail, Spain has high speed rail. Everybody has high speed rail. America is literally the only ones that doesn't have high speed rail. We're literally the only ones. And this is something that I proposed back in 2009. I literally went to Washington, D.C., and the trolls and haters know it because I filmed it while I was there. I had fun filming D.C. while I was there. But yeah, I went to D.C. I proposed a modern day maglev train system for the United States.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You're lying. You never even come close to DC. What did you see in DC? Did you stop and look at any of the monuments or any of the places there? Did you see the White House? I didn't go inside, but I saw the outside. It was beautiful. Before I went home. Helton, you're dirty, delusional, stinky, and stupid. Why do you keep making these videos when you know that I'm just going to rail you for it? Look at his eyes. He ain't got a thought one behind him. Except how to get something for nothing.
States. Oh, well, we don't have the money for that. We got the money for everything else. Why ain't you got the money for a modern day train system for this damn country? All right, this is a bunch of shit. Our train system is 1950s era trains. Give me a break. It's an insult. It's an insult to the American people. Not to mention the people that actually work the trains, because I know that they know that them trains is old. But in any event, the point is that this has been one of my babies going all the way back to 2009, and I actually went off. I actually got off my ass and went to DC and actually proposed a modern maglev train system for the United States. Um, would have created a lot of jobs. Would have gotten us from point A to point B. Folks, these high speed trains can go upwards of 800 to 1,000 miles.
That is a bunch of bullshit. That's bullshit. They don't go that fast. I don't know how fast they go. They go pretty fast. They take off like a scalded cat, but they don't go that fast. 1,000 miles an hour. Are you fucking nuts? Well, yeah, you are. Is there ever a time when you get your shit right?
Miles an hour. And that's pretty damn good. Can you imagine going from LA to New York in 2 hours? And you say, well, Vaughn, why are we dead last? No, that's a good question.
Hey,
That's a damn good question, isn't it? Why are we dead last on high-speed rail? Why is it that every other fucking industrialized nation has high-speed rail and we don't? That's a damn good question. And it needs a damn good answer. Because every other industrialized country has high-speed rail. We're the only ones that don't. I got excited one day. I was sitting at home. I got excited one day because I saw a big headline: high-speed rail coming to the United States, and I got all excited. Then I found out that it was high-speed rail for Walt Disney World. You know, what a letdown. But in any event, and then of course there's the botched high-speed rail system that California wanted to try, but it was just nothing but a money-making scheme. It wasn't even real. My system was real, but I got rejected, of course. In any event, yeah, we're the only nation, an industrialized nation, that doesn't have high-speed rail. We're it. We're the only one. Everybody else has it, but us. We're the only ones that don't have it. And this is something that was my project. Even the haters cannot deny this was my project, my idea, my concept, my everything. I took it with me, had my briefcase and everything, went to Washington, D.C., filmed Washington, D.C. while I was there.
Oh, that is the biggest bunch of horse shit ever. That is horse shit. And you know it. Horse shit. Very much like the deer shit that was out on my front lawn. Yeah, a deer took a shit out of my front lawn this morning. Yeah, we found his little droppings out there. Dogs went nuts.
The trolls and haters know this. They can't deny it. High-speed rail was my thing. And I got soundly rejected.
Code, how you doing?
But we can give Zelensky a shit ton of money. And we can give Netanyahu a shit ton of money. But we can't build a high-speed rail system in this country. Bullshit. Bullshit. And that makes me angry. It makes me very angry. The billions we gave to Zelensky alone would have at least put a dent in high-speed rail here in this country. It would have at least put a dent in it. It could have got the ball rolling at least. We need a new system in this country. Bad. Badly, badly. And we don't have one.
Why? Why? What the hell for? Somebody got an answer? My opinion? We got bigger fish to fry. We got much bigger fish to fry. Much bigger fish. Get a job and take a bath.
Yeah, I was very intrigued to read this article this morning. 21 days to link another province in China to high-speed rail, and then here we sit with no high-speed rail system at all. Not one. Not anything. But Walt Disney World does. But we don't. This is ridiculous. There's no sense in this. America should be number one in high-speed rail, and we're dead fucking last. Hell, we're not only dead fucking last, we're not even in the goddamn game. That is an insult. That is an absolute insult.
Well, that's true.
But, oh well. But yeah, even my haters have to admit that I proposed this back in 2009 because I actually got off my ass and went to Washington, D.C. and filmed Washington, D.C. while I was there. I proposed my plan and to the people there, and well, we don't have the money.
The you getting off your ass part is very hard to believe. And the you being in DC part, that's even more hard to believe. You ain't taking more than 10 steps outside your fucking trailer unless you had to for a very long time. You know nothing about the fucking world. Excuse me. I'm very sorry about that. You're a weird, dirty little dude.
Well, you got money to give to Zelensky, and you got money to give to fucking Netanyahu, but you ain't got no money for a high-speed rail system here? Bullshit. Folks, if we can get our produce from LA to New York in 2 hours, guess what that means? That doesn't just mean you get fresher food on your at the grocery store. It means we save shit tons of money in preservatives and chemicals on our food. We might not even need preservatives at all because if you can get the food to the market in 2 hours instead of 24 hours or 48 hours, that's a huge difference and can save a shit ton of money and produce healthier. Robert Kennedy says he wants healthier food. Okay, well, obviously if
SM, he doesn't work. He doesn't work. What the hell good would it be? He'd never take the damn thing. He'd never take the damn thing. So what the hell does he want it for?
if you can get shit from LA to New York, you don't need preservatives, or at least not that much. But yeah, this was my thing, and it's such a shame that we don't even, we're not, like I said, we're not even in the damn game. Everybody else has high speed rail, but us, we're the only ones. We're the only industrialized country. But yeah, man, that's really sad, really fucking sad. But yeah, China's sitting there celebrating connecting another province with high speed rail, and here we sit. We ain't even in the fucking game. That's pretty damn sad.
Yeah, I know. Kind
That
of
is pretty damn sad. And that was my
isn't it?
idea. Okay, so let's be absolutely clear on that shit. That was my idea, not some other motherfucker. I get so sick of this shit. I come up with something, and some other motherfucker is giving credit on the internet. All these abbreviations that you use here on the internet every day, BRB, AFK, shit like that. That was my idea. I came up with it.
Like hell it was. My big round ass. It was.
when AOL was in beta. It was my idea. But you notice they gave the credit to somebody else. In fact, they give the credit to somebody else on everything I've done. Literally everything I've
Hey,
done.
McFeard, how you doing? Mr.
Oh
Feard,
well.
how you doing?
Maybe if I'd gotten credit for shit, I might not be poor right now. You never know. Wow. Like maybe if Lockheed hadn't taken credit for my design. Hey son, that's your design there on that plane there. Yeah, yes, Daddy, that is my design. See, all you got to do is just change one little tiny thing. Isn't that right, Lockheed? Isn't that right, Lockheed? Yeah. F-117. All you got to do is just change one little tiny thing. And then all of a sudden, it ain't Von Helton's design no
Hey,
more.
Pagan
Is it?
Mama,
That right,
how you
Lockheed?
doing?
Absolutely. I gave the design to NASA, and NASA gave it to Lockheed. Sure did. Sure did.
Bullshit.
But oh well, who gives a fuck, right? Who gives a fuck about things like facts, right? Folks, do you realize that if I had gotten credit for building the F-117 body design, that I sure as fuck wouldn't be poor right now or living in my car right now? That's for damn sure. Now, would I? No, of course not. Oh well,
Fuck.
whatever. Everything happens for a reason, guys.
Hey, Tubian,
Right?
how you doing, love?
Everything happens for a reason. Anyways, I just thought I'd share the news this morning. China has now hooked up another province with high-speed rail, and here we sit with no rail at all to speak of, except an old antiquated 1950s era system that, by the way, keeps you from going to work in the morning. Folks, these maglev trains sit up.
What would you know about work? What would you know about work? You know nothing of work. He's talking about work. This man's talking about work. A man who's never taken more than 2 fast steps in his entire fucking life is talking about work. What kind of bullshit is that? He ain't taken more than 2 fast steps his whole fucking life. He moves like dead lice are falling off of him. And them lice would die if they tried to eat off this fucker.
High. They won't hinder you from going to work in the morning like the rail system we have now. You know, can you imagine not having to wait for a train no more? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, they sit up high. These high-speed monorails, they sit up high. You don't have
Okay,
to
let me
wait
get
for a
there.
train no more, ever. Never again you have to wait for a train. Ever. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyways, I just thought I'd share because I can and because I should, and because you need to know the truth. We are dead last. Not only dead last, we're not even in the game.
Oh, fuck you.
No high-speed rail at all. Except as a tourist attraction in Walt Disney World. And I think even that got shut down, didn't it? I don't know. I know Newsom's little pet project was a joke. That was a photo op and just some way to get a little extra money. It wasn't even a real system. If it had been a real system, I would have been in charge. And if I was in charge, it would have got done.
Oh, please.
It would have
Nobody's
got
gonna put you
done.
in charge
But
of
oh
anything.
well. Anyway,
You can't be in charge of anything. You can't even be in charge of your fucking self.
shit happens, right, guys?
Oh, fuck off.
Everything happens for a reason. Anyways, I'm out of here. Y'all
Yeah, the reason you're in your car is because you didn't pay your fucking taxes, you dick.
have a wonderful morning. Peace.
All right, we're going to step back just a little bit to a little bit of classic Helton. And Blue is kind enough to give this to me. Thank you, Blue. Von Helton is back too.
All right, folks. Had to replace the battery in the microphone. Yeah, it went dead. I started getting all this hissing and shit and background noises. What the fuck? Yeah, microphone battery went dead. Oh well. Anyways, I'm here and I'm doing a video because I'm going to tell you that I'm coming back, and I'm coming back with a vengeance. It's funny and ironic because those of you that have been with me since 2000, you
So your smell is back too? Smelton? I don't care. I don't care if you never make another fucking video. I really don't. I could just sit here and bullshit with them. But you give me something to talk about. So here we are.
know how many times the forces arrayed against me have kicked me off the internet, and I just come back stronger. You would think after about the second, third, fourth.
Bullshit. Bullshit, dude. You come back in a worse predicament than you were in before. Always. Every stinking time.
Time, you would think that these evil forces, whatever they may be, whether they be physical or spiritual, you would think that they would be like, hey man, every time we kick this motherfucker off the internet, he just comes back 10 times stronger. Maybe we ought to not kick him off the internet anymore. But they do anyway. And then I just come back 10 times stronger. And so the irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife, you know? I mean, here's all these we got to get him off the internet. We got to get him off. And as soon as you get me off the internet, I come back 10 times stronger when I come back. You would think they would, maybe they can't get it. Maybe they cannot get this. Maybe they really can't figure this. Maybe the gods have blinders over their eyes and have their minds confused to where that they really don't get that every time they kick me off the internet, I just come back 10 times stronger. Maybe they can't get it. Maybe they're incapable of getting it. I don't know. Just sharing my thoughts here, folks. It's the wee hours of the morning on a Monday morning. 60 degrees outside. I'm assuming 50 or 60. It's warm. And we got out of the Arctic weather. We suffered through the Arctic weather and come out on the other side virtually unscathed. It was touch and go there one day. That was it. But it was interesting. I mean, Arctic temperatures minus 10 degrees at one point. It's like, what the fuck? What the hell, man? Kentucky's supposed to have mild winters, guys. Minus 10 degrees is just unbelievable for here.
No, it's not.
So, but I'm just sharing my thoughts here because I'm coming back, guys. I'm coming back stronger.
I can't, hey, Blue, I can't take a hit every time he says I'm coming back stronger. I'm going to be so stoned I can't carry on. So I'm going to stop right here, stop that for a moment. No, our winters can get cold. Like, when we had the power go out here, I think it got down to -6. And I slept in that. He's a baby. And he doesn't know he doesn't know the weather because he doesn't go outside. I go outside. I touch snow, I touch grass.
More powerful. Speaking of power, I have been hard at work becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, as some of you are aware. Some of you may also be aware that I am now extremely powerful. Those of you that have tried to do shit or tried to mess me up like you have in the past, you will find that you can no longer do that shit. Steps have been taken to make sure that that never happens again. And I am working feverishly on some other things to thwart you with, and
Oh, screw you,
those are
Blue.
going well as
Not
well.
way baked. I don't want to
And the
get
gods
way
are
baked.
with me. The powers of the universe are with me, and there is no question about that. Look into my eyes. There is no question. The gods are with me. The powers of the universe are with me, and I'm doing this video with no cable, no internet, or no telephone, and I'm looking at you right in the eye saying, I will be back 10 times stronger than I was when I left, because I have been hard at work, folks. I have not just been sitting on my laurels. I have been learning shit. I have been growing. As you know, I am working towards becoming Sorcerer Supreme. Now, some people would say, well, that's an unattainable goal because
Ha! Take that, Blue. You're not going to be Sorcerer Supreme. I don't know what you think you're studying to become Sorcerer Supreme. There is no such creature other than in the Marvel movies. Oh my God, you are not Doctor Strange. You're Mr. Strange Smell, who smells like a corpse even though he's moving around. And I don't know what you're thinking. I really don't. I don't know what you're fucking thinking.
being the master of the mystic arts is kind of hard to do when you're constantly learning new shit. Well, maybe. I see your point. I
Hey,
don't
source
necessarily
code.
ascribe to it, but I see your point. I see where, something
Oh,
like that
damn, source
would be
code.
unattainable because you're constantly learning new shit. But
Well, at
it's
least
the
I'll be here for your
striving,
birthday
okay?
party.
It's the road. It's the walk, okay? It's the idea that you're constantly going forward, that you're moving ever forward. You're not slowing down. You're not stopping. You're striving to be better and better and better.
Damn, source code. Well, I hate to hear that. Will you come to my birthday party on November 1st? We're going to have a big old blowout. It's going to be fun.
But anyway, enough said about that. The point is that
I'm Rabbit Old Bat, and I like to have fun.
I will be back. I'm looking at this camera telling you I will be back stronger than ever before. I will not be alone. I will not only have spiritual power behind me, I will have actual people with me as well.
Yeah, I saw how that worked out, and it didn't seem to work out very good. It didn't work out good at all. Yeah, you might ought to table that idea. Or maybe put it in a cupboard. Shove it all the way to the back. You know, where you put the pickled onions. Or pickles pig's feet or whatever it is that you got that you know damn good and well you ain't gonna eat. Just shove it way back there and never bring it up again before you make yourself even look more foolish.
Helping me behind the scenes or even in front of this camera, who knows? But I will have help.
Hey, Digital
I will
Underground,
not
what's
be
up?
alone. And when I return, I will be stronger than ever. And it's I think maybe some of this is being done to show the trolls, haters, and naysayers that they can't win. You know, when are you sycophants going to learn that you can't win? You cannot defeat me. You know, you've kicked me off the internet. You destroyed my marriage. You
Oh,
got my kids
awesome
abused
source
under
code.
foster care. You destroyed me financially. You know, and you still can't seem to win. Why is that, dumbasses? Maybe you need to get a clue and realize that whatever it is agenda you have is failing. Maybe the smart tack would be that you need to just give the fuck up and move the fuck on. But they won't because they're deceived. Their minds are clouded by evil, and so they won't stop. Well, I'll have to make them stop, or the gods will have to make them stop. But they won't stop on their own. They won't do it. They won't stop on their own. Anyways, but I'm just I'm making this video, sharing my thoughts because I'm coming back, and when I come back, I will post this video, obviously, and you all will see it.
Well, obviously. Thank you, Captain Obvious. And, fast forward 10 years, you're living in your car. Von Helton's living in his damn car. I guess leaving your mama in the floor having a stroke kind of backfired. You didn't wind up going to prison, but you wound up losing everything. You're dumb. You're dumb as shit, man.
So, just be warned. I am coming back. I will return. And when I do, there's going to be some changes. Because I know there's some of you that have arrayed yourself with very, very, very dark forces. And by now you've realized, hey, what we were doing before isn't working anymore. That's because I'm becoming more powerful than you can possibly imagine. And so,
Did you hear that, guys? His smell is becoming more powerful than you can imagine. Especially 10 years from then.
just be prepared because
No,
there's
we
some
aren't.
major changes
Trust
going to
me.
happen, bro. All
When you
right,
finally
just
get
saying.
yours,
I'm just throwing that shit out there. Anyways, that's all I got to share with you. I just thought I'd let you know that I'm on the return. I'm coming back. And let's see, what is the date? Monday, January 22nd. Now, do I know when I'm coming back? No, but I know I'm coming back. But I thought I would document it. 4:59 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, you might as well say. Monday, January the 22nd is when I'm making a video. So I'm making a video in the wee hours of the morning on a Monday. And when I'm actually returning, I do not know, but I will return. And I will be 10 times more powerful than I was before. So you idiots need to really get a clue and say, hey, maybe we need to stop messing with this guy because he just keeps getting more powerful and more powerful, more powerful every time we fuck with him. Well, that's true. And that's what's going to happen.
Blue, where is my club?
And there's no getting around that. When something has been preordained of the gods, you can't fight against it, you morons. I don't understand where you even get off thinking
And Corey, go get my boat paddle. This is going to be a twofer.
that you could fight against the gods. I mean, I couldn't conceive of such a thing. I would never, I mean, if something is preordained to the gods, I'm going to be like, yeah, well, fuck
Who wants a piece of this? Whoever wants a piece of this gets the club. I always get the boat paddle.
it. That's all I need to know. Because I would know that there's no way I could win against that. But let it not be said that the trolls, haters, and naysayers are not stupid motherfuckers, because they sure are. They are some seriously stupid motherfuckers. Because
Okay, chicken
there is no
tender.
statute of limitations on harassment, guys. Especially when it's on the internet and it's ongoing. No statute of limitations. Sorry.
Okay, just start whomping and wailing. Anyhow, there's also no statute of limitations on murder. As far as I'm concerned, you murdered that woman. You murdered your mother by leaving her lay there. There's no two ways about it. I don't care what anybody says. You can call me a dumb bitch from here to the day I die for my opinion. I don't care. You murdered that woman. Just as sure as if you'd put a gun to her head by leaving her lay there. Then you added insult to injury by keeping everybody away from her. I hope you burn in hell.
Sorry. So just so you know, Oh, that Von Helton's been threatening to throw us in front of a judge for years, and he ain't never going to do it. Really? Are you sure? Are you sure? Maybe it could be that I've been giving you a false sense of security.
Old
Could that be
Old
the
GA,
answer?
how you doing today?
Oh, hadn't thought about that, had you? Well, we'll see. We'll see, won't we? Yes, we will. We will see. I don't know if you guys caught Polly's Customs little death threat video about VidMe, where he basically made a death threat video about VidMe. Now, right, Polly? Now, most people would look at that video. They say, "Well, it don't sound like a death threat." Oh, trust me, it is. It is. He was careful in his verbiage, but it's a death threat. There's no question that it is. But that's okay, Polly. That's okay, buddy. Because there's a payday someday. Okay, believe it. There's a payday someday.
You've been
Ask these old mother.
you've been saying that you're going to sue all of us and have us all thrown in the clink for over a decade. I'm waiting. You also said that you were going to sick the gods and goddesses of creation after me. Still waiting. Nothing out of the ordinary. Not a damn thing out of the ordinary.
Fuckers. Is there a payday someday? They'll say, yeah, buddy.
Nope.
Every one of them. Every single one of these old motherfuckers will tell you. They will sit you down and will say, there's a payday someday, son. And that's exactly the truth. So that's okay. Just keep racking up that negative points, buddy, because there's
Hey,
something
Mikey
coming.
G, how
Believe
you
me.
doing today?
Believe me. There is no statute of limitations. There is no statute of limitations because
Yeah,
it's
he
still
sure did,
ongoing,
didn't he, Digital?
right? It hasn't stopped. The videos are still out there. The harassment is still ongoing, therefore. So nothing has stopped, nothing has changed. And so, no statute of limitations for you, motherfucker. Sorry. I don't care if it's been 100 years. As long as them videos are still out there harassing me, still ongoing. And now we've got your little veiled death threat out there. That's going to look good in front of the judge.
It wasn't a veiled death threat, you dummy. How is it a veiled death threat? Explain it to me like I'm 5. Even your explanation won't be worth a crap because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's number 1. Oh my God. Vaughn. Dude, do us all a solid and just quit while you're behind, all right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyways, that's all. And of course, Lenny Posner is still out there scamming people out of millions and millions and
Yes,
millions of
Blue,
dollars,
that long?
saying that people died on Sandy Hook. Oh, you gotta pay into our relief fund. You gotta pay into the Honor Network because there's people died at Sandy Hook. Well, government's own documents say nobody died at Sandy Hook or Boston Harbor. Nobody died. Government's own records. So Lenny Posner.
Oh, this guy's such a punch in the mouth. I owe him one punch in the mouth. And then an uppercut.
Posner, Aaron Gray, and Tiffany Moser have been scamming people out of millions of dollars for years now. And yeah, we have a word for that. It's called fraud, and it's a felony. And you go to the federal penitentiary if you're convicted of fraud. And that's where Lenny Posner, Tiffany Moser, and Aaron Gray need to go because they are committing fraud and they need to go to jail. The government's own records say that nobody died at Sandy Hook or Boston bombing. So these people have been bilking the American public out of millions of dollars.
Okay? I owe you one punch in the mouth, an uppercut, then I'm going to gut punch you.
Sandy Hook happened how many years ago? Yeah, this has been going on for years now, folks. Years, literally years. Okay, they've been bilking the American people out of money. They need to go to federal prison, and they need to go immediately.
Hey, sup, no.
Right? Isn't that right, Lenny? Isn't that right, Aaron Gray? Isn't that right, Tiffany Moser? Yeah, it is. So hopefully something will get done on that front too. I'm working on that, by the way. I am contacting the Attorney General's office. I am contacting the President's office. I'm contacting the Vice President's office, the Secretary of State. I'm contacting all these people. And I'm telling you, hey, man, the Honor Network is committing fraud. Here's the documentation that proves they're committing fraud. And so yeah, there's going to be some major changes going on, guys. Trust me.
All right.
I have not been idly sitting by. I have been doing shit.
Yeah, what the fuck ever. Well, this is as far as I go. I gotta go and put something in my stomach because it's kind of because of my liraglutide shot, and I haven't really eaten today. So I want to thank everybody that came and saw me. You guys rock. I don't care if you were here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or the whole thing. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know why? Well, do you? It's because nobody else will. Now, y'all take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Peace.